We're back once again. 1992 NBA Finals. Bulls versus Trailblazers. Game 1. The infamous shrug. Jordan had like 35 in the first half this game. Let's watch with our own eyes and see what we see. You know, because that's what we do here. Welcome again. It's your old Uncle Ned. Flat top Ahmad Rashad. Golly. You love to see it. You love to see it. Oh, the mesh jerseys. They even make those anymore? Oh, they all, what, polyester nowadays? What are they? What are they? Where are they? Let's get into the game. Come on now. Oh, the pageantry. What we got out here? We got Terry Porter. We got Bill Cartwright. We got Clyde the Glide Drexler. Who else we got? Clifford Robinson player. Buck Williams. We got Buck Williams in the building. Y'all introduce yourself. Who else we got? What's Cliff Robinson playing nowadays in this game? Who's number 23, 25? Jerome Kersey? Woo! Blazers low-key loaded, huh? Low-key loaded? Right? I wonder if they made it to the finals. Still to have a better record than the Bulls, though. The Bulls got that home court on there. John Paxson starting on Terry Porter. Double screen. Everybody below the free throw line again, or below the three-point line again, except two people. Who was this brother? And one. Start the game off right. Need some muscle in your bones there, Bill. Duckworth. Head fake. Got him. Head fake. Best move in basketball. I'll tell you what, never fails. Till this day, it's never failed. It'll get even the best defenders. We'll get the best of them. Pippin' little point forward action. This second championship is like the absolute prime, huh? Woo! Fade away from Bill Cartwright. That's what you don't want to see, ugly ass jump shot. Golly. Clyde the Glide. Ugh. Get your ass up, Scotty. It's and one, brother. It's and one. They're running up and down on their ass already. The hell was that, Scotty? You can't jump and take the charge at the same time. That shit don't work. And you got to fall down. You ain't even fall down. Somebody need to take Scotty back to drawing charge school. There we go. Now they on the board. It was a blowout, wasn't it, eventually? Mike had 35 in the first half. Maybe we just watch the first half of this, huh? When it starts getting out of hand. Oh! Okay, Clyde going right at Mike. This is like the two best shooting guards at the game at the time, wasn't it? What happened over there? They call him. Is that Dick Bavetta again? We can't get away from him. He's been in every game we done watched. Looking the same age, too. 90-some years old. The great Dick Bavetta. That was his name, wasn't it? He's like the most famous ref of all time. Ain't he the one that kissed Charles Barkley? That little kissing thing at the mid-court one time. That bullshit out of here. Here we go, Terry Porter. Here we go. Yeah. Good D by John. Another foul. Golly. I thought they said it was tough back then. John Paxson never agreed with a call his whole career. Every game I done watched in the 80s of the Bulls, Paxson ain't never fouled nobody, according to him. Not once. Never fouled. Rick Adelman. Boards. Yet another foul. Here we go. Yet another. Damn, I can't even skip forward enough without them fouling. Here we go, Bill. That shows that sweet form you got there. Oh my goodness, how you holding the ball like that? Y'all knocking it down though. Y'all knocking it down though. Clyde versus Mike. Do something, Clyde. Shit, show him something. Terry Porter mid-range, buckets. Then yeah, John Paxson. Then yeah. Triangle ain't changed in 30 years, has it? Boy, no contest on that one. Come on, Clyde. Come on. You athletic. Contest something. Huh. Rebound. Huh. They call that time. Jesus, man. Dang, strong jawed ass boy here. You gonna jump, Clyde? Or you just gonna watch? No wonder you dropped 35 on your head in the first half. You're contesting. Defense one-on-one. At least contest the shot. There go Cliff. Boy, he was like the prototypical small forward back in the day, wasn't he? Did a little bit of everything. One of the original 3 and D guys, or stretch 2 and D guys. Still no contest from Clyde. I'm beginning to think Clyde didn't want to play no defense. Oh, okay. Clyde can drive and dunk, though. Hold on now, brother. Coast to coast, huh? What you want? Ha, 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 ha. You better stop the ball. Yaga. Okay, Clyde. Clyde was gliding. Posting up Bill Cartwright again? Hell no, we're not. Backside action. Down screen for John Paxson. Nope, we got Pippen. Yet another touch foul. Golly. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. No resistance on either end. They said it was tougher back here, though. You know? 2 of the best shooting guards to ever do it right there. What we running? Shoot that thing, man. Shoot that thing. No contest. Yaga. Lucky he missed. Running the break. Huh. No foul there. Surprise. Y'all call all the ticky-tack stuff. Y'all call all the ticky-tack stuff. Yet another foul. Boy, whoever said they liked this, damn. 5 points, 4.6 rebounds for a center. When you're starting center. Huh. We'll watch Bill Cartwright's free throws because they're so beautiful. Hell yeah, we will. Because they're so beautiful. I ain't have no AC back there, huh? They ain't even done nothing to be sweating that much, you know? They ain't done nothing. Somebody fouled again? Golly, come on now. Paxson. Huh. No. Jordan. Well, we got the scouting cam here, huh? There we go. What the hell camera was that? Somebody was messing with the camera settings in the pause menu on there. Terry Porter, always solid. Always solid. He was in that KG game we watched, doing it. KG versus Jordan, 97. Yeah, he was. He was on the Timberwolves. Pop out, give it to him. Pick and roll. Get back. No. You got to shoot it. Got to shoot it. It's good defense. He made it anyway. Still ain't had to do no damn coaching. Oh yeah, Blazers 90s. Yeah. I mean, this game didn't end well for them, but they still here in the finals, you know. Show them something, Clyde. Cliff Robinson, Yaga. Woo! Mid-range is all that's the best thing I love about these old games. These mid-ranges. Mid-ranges the whole time. Get likes up 189 view. Yeah. Remember, I don't look at the view count. I'm just in here having fun. People want to come in here and join and have fun also. I'm all for it. That ain't no, I'm about to say that ain't no foul. But yes, appreciate the likes and subscriptions. Welcome. If you just want to sit and watch, ain't nothing wrong with that. If you want to chat, I'm here to answer all your basketball questions. Settle all your debates in the most unbiased way possible. Unless we're talking about Allen Iverson, then he's almost a GOAT, you know? Because we love us some Iverson. But Terry Porter went through some things in life, huh? His arm all scarred up. Was it Scott Williams? That's his name? Got the full court press. Boy, they don't do this no more. Mainly because everybody can dribble and break a press. Everybody can pass. Hit that. You gotta shoot that. Shoot that, Cliff, huh? Scott Williams can't hold you. His name's Scott Williams, right? Well, look at this. Look at this. Would you take Horace Grant or Buck Williams back then? I don't know. They both solid. I might take Buck, you know? Might. You think Horace benefited with playing with Pippen and Jordan, maybe? I don't know. Let's see what Buck does this game. Whoa, there's the three. I mean, threes he hit the first half. You got to get him back, Clyde. You got to get him back, Clyde. Got to get him back. Who the hell are you throwing to? Come on, Jerome. We're going to start with the two-man. I'm still trying to figure out the triangle to this day. Fade. That's and one. Who fouled him? Who fouled him? He breathed on him too hard. That's what it was. Breathed on him. You can't do that, Clyde. Let's see, where the foul at? Both hands on the back, huh? No hand check. Two hand check. I guess that's a foul nowadays. So they got foul back then. Here we go. Now we're breaking presses. Huh? One more. That's pull-ups. Yeah. Terry Porter. Been hitting mid-range since 1967. Well, got that plantation look on his face. Another, yeah. You got to shoot threes, Jordan. It's your three game. Good, Terry. Our basketball match fits because there are unbelievable comebacks in the NBA and NCAA. What are your views? I don't think it's fixed. Somebody who played at almost high competitive level. They're not fixed. It's just the rhythm of the game that happens. Momentum, all that stuff. Players get hot. Players cool off, you know. Subs come in, fresh legs, going against people that's tired. You know, it's just a bunch of different factors. Mix in the three ball of modern day basketball. Then no lead is safe, you know? Ooh, Cliff Robinson. There you go. What up, Alicia? Oh, we're running. Get down there, Scott. Shit, got formed a triangle. Backside action, double screen, Carl screen, Paxson, Jordan. Scott Williams. Ah, yeah, his name's Scott Williams, right? I don't know. Somebody need to correct me if I'm wrong. I just kind of remember players. That was a good job, Terry. See, pump fake gets people every time. Best move in basketball. There's no debate on that. That is the absolute best move in basketball. The good old head fake. So easy to do and so hard to guard. Now they're in the penalty. Terry Porter got all kinds of scars on his right hand. Like he got. He's been out there fighting for his life. Where's Terry Porter from? Golly. Got burns and whip marks. Imagine if Clyde would dream in the young career, yeah? You see what they did at Houston? 5-slammer jammer, you know? But yeah, that would have been something to see in the NBA. That's buckets. Wide open. Yaga. Heating up. He heating up. Underrated Scott Williams. Yeah. Solid big man. Obviously part of a championship team, so you know he's solid. Getting minutes. Anybody who got quality minutes on a championship team is a solid player, no matter who you are, no matter what era. Solid. Some bench warmers that didn't play much that are questionable, you know? Who's Scotty? Wow, that ref so animated right there. Yeah, we got some scoring in this finals. Last two finals game we watched, it was almost 12-10 in the first quarter, remember? This shit is all fundamentally sound. So they got hella skill, but not a lot of IQ in these young folks, but everyone crazy athletic in the league. That is a very good breakdown, J Money. I agree completely with that. Everybody had the fundamentals back then, and they ran plays like double screens for your two guards, stuff like that. Everybody's so skilled nowadays, you don't really need to run plays. You just hunt the matchup, hunt the mismatch. There go Jordan. Everybody layup. You hunt the mismatch with the pick and roll because everybody switches everything except all defensive players. They'll fight through everything if they guard the star. But yeah, that's well said. So much skill. Took a lot of the thinking out of the game. You just out athletic your guy. Jordan again. Yeah. Couldn't miss, huh? Couldn't miss, huh? But yeah, with minimal space, two big guys on the floor, you almost had to play a little. Couldn't just have your athleticism take over back then. Wasn't no space to do anything. You had to run plays. People come off screens and whatnot. We got Danny Ainge in the building. Another solid player. Part of the Celtics championship. Part of the finals run on two. This is second straight finals. No, this is first of two straight finals because he was on the Suns next year, wasn't he? And they made it to the finals. Boy, he always found himself in the finals. Danny Ainge. Played for any of my teams, any era. My kind of player. Good hands. Already passed that. Either way. Woo! He feeling it now. Clyde, you better keep up or get him back one. You better keep up. There he is. Nope, there's a steal. No. Jordan just doing whatever he want on Clyde. What's going on, Mark? Oh yeah. And one. Who fouled him? I'm still waiting for somebody to get punched in the mouth. Jerome Kersey. What do you get the call? That's a legend right there. Legendary Jerome Kersey. How bored are you watching old games, you weirdo? Go get a job. Who you talking to? You talking to me? Well, how many S's you got in your name? You got enough S's there? But I'm the weirdo. Anyway, Jerome Kersey. Underrated player also. Underrated. Says the guy in the live. You know, we'll let him be for now. Some people just are so miserable in their real life, they go talk to people crazy on the internet, you know? I am not one of those people. Clyde didn't take the matchup personally like Mike did. Yeah. That is true. Because what was the story was that Portland didn't take Michael Jordan because, number one, because they already had Clyde, right? So that was basically them saying, in Michael's eyes, that Clyde was better. That's probably what he was talking about, right? Didn't take much to get Mike going, though. I'll find something to get himself going. Weak commentary. You got one more time, because that's your second strike, Cookies. We don't do negativity in here. You can go somewhere else with that. One more time, and you're screaming into the abyss. Then the media was saying they basically was the same player. Oh, yeah, the media don't know nothing half the time. And he took that personally. Hell yeah, he did. Hell yeah, he did. What Clyde mad about now? I missed it. Now we got a little pressure. Now Clyde trying to step up a little bit. Spin, dish, Horace. It's good basketball. The Hornets are championship contenders if healthy, just saying. You talking about this year? They got some young cats that are doing stuff. I think they're a couple years away, though. Couple years away. They got some young, exciting players, though. Fight back, Cloud, I'm telling you. It's looking like the Blazers made the wrong choice again. Imagine if Mike and Clyde were on the same team, you know? Sometimes you got to take the best players available. BJ Armstrong, bundle of energy coming out. Ooh, pull-ups, yeah. No, Scotty missing layups. There go Horace. Come on, Danny Ainge. Looks like it's up to you, Danny Ainge. Clyde ain't doing nothing. Clyde ain't doing a damn thing. Here we go. It's your chance, Clyde. Shoot that thing, Clifford Robinson. Okay, he still made it. Never mind. Ain't nothing Clyde could do with that man. This is true, Verdict. This is true. Not when he locked in like this. Jordan was that guy. I can't forget this game. Yeah, it was iconic. This first half, at least. It was the first quarter. 30, what, about to have 35 points. Jordan again. Too late, Clyde. Yaga. No. Scott Williams with the board. Trying to pass the horse. Shoot that thing, Scott. That shrug was for Magic. Yeah. Hey, I forgot what the Magic was commentating this at the score say, wasn't he? That's the story of this one. Here we go, a little draft flashback. Sam Bowie, golly. Says the King wasn't getting much PT. Yes, Magic was commentating. Yeah, I thought so. So glad somebody is showing these games. Oh, yeah, Matthew. Might as well. There's a lot of discourse narratives out there about old eras and which era was better and stuff. You know, I was like, you know what? Let's just watch, see for ourselves. Says King was 6th pick overall in 1988, just 4 years earlier. Yeah, I don't remember much about Stacey King. Jimmy King, he was the one that he was the 5'5", wasn't he? 92. That's the only King I remember, basketball wise. Some players fall through the cracks of my memories. I forget about them. I remember people like Tom Gugliotta, though, and Todd McCullough, you know, the real important names. Roll, Duckworth, there we go. Porter, couldn't miss. You trying to keep him in it? You think Jordan beating LeVar for real? I mean, yeah. I mean, we got tape on Jordan. We ain't got no tape on LeVar. I mean, show us some game footage, LeVar. And then we could judge for ourselves, you know? Jordan took more threes versus Cloud because they said Cloud was a better three-point shooter. MJ was petty. Oh, yeah, Big Petty. He always liked proving people wrong. That's a good motivator. Hansen, Bobby Hansen. I have no idea who this guy is. Never seen him before in my life. Then again, I've never watched this game start to finish, so that's probably why. Bobby Hansen. You know, let's see what he got. LeVar has one leg. Now he does. I'm talking about back in the day. LeVar was in training camp with the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, he's kind of a big guy, ain't he? John Stockton or Reggie Miller. I mean, you can't. One's a point guard, true point guard. One's a two guard. You can't really compare. But I think I'm taking Reggie Miller. I believe. LeVar never lost ball. I mean, just let him tell it. Like I said, we need tape, though. We need tape. Bobby Hansen from Des Moines, Iowa. Same high school as Kate in the car. Oh, nice. A little fun fact. Yeah, I love a fun fact about sports. I love it. Keep them coming. The great Bobby Hansen. Give it to him. Pip. That's buckets. Bobby Hansen. Yaga. Ooh. My new favorite player tonight. My new favorite player, I'll tell you what, Mark Price or Mark Jackson. Mark Price. I watched the game where Jordan scored, 69 on the Cavs, and Mark Price was a little baller. I tell you what, that full court pressure is so dope to see. Yeah. That's because you only had a few ball handlers on the team, so if you get it out of the main ball handler, you get a better chance of stealing the ball. Nowadays, everybody can handle the ball, 1 through 5. You got Jokic playing point center sometimes. Şengün playing point center. Tim Hardaway or Kevin Johnson. Ooh, I'm taking Kevin Johnson there just because he got more explosive finishing. Remember he dunked on, who did he dunk on? Hakeem? An iconic dunk. Madhouse on Madison. As a Knicks fan, Mark Jackson, I think he was smarter. Mark Price was a bucket. Oh yeah, Mark Jackson was a point guard before that was a turn. He kept things moving on offense. Kept things nice and efficient. And could hit down an open three. One of the best passers of all time. People forget about young Mark Jackson. They just think about, mama, there goes that man. But he was hooping. He was a hooper. The real question is LeVar versus Shrug. Golly. I don't know. Shrug probably. Shrug is a huge, dangerous man. Bill Cartwright. Give him some, what they call? Legal defense. Golly. Let him play their zone. Jet. KJ over Tim Hardaway? Yeah. No, I know Tim had the killer crossover, but Kevin Johnson. He was a playmaking, explosive type player. Okay, would you ever show 1994 FIBA Dream Team 2 Shaq? Dream Team 2. Shaq, Sean Kemp, Derek Coleman, Larry Johnson, Lonzo Mourning. Yeah, if I can find some footage. Yeah. Then if they don't copyright strike me like they did yesterday, they put me in jail for a little bit. I had to get bailed out. Mark Jackson had that elite teardrop. Oh, yeah. It's something when your signature shot is a floater, it's deadly. Talking about there wasn't as many should back then. Just had many fouls called. Yeah, there was an obscene amount of fouls called back in the day. I've watched a large sample size of old school games, and they were very ticky-tack with the fouls. You couldn't post up hard. You couldn't let them come through the screen soft. You put a forearm in somebody, it was a foul. Over the back a little bit was a foul. It's like they don't even call over the back no more in today's game. Scotty, hit that, Bill. That's your shot. Oh, you got to shoot that thing. Woo, I see you, Scotty. 4-1 tie. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the jewels, whatever it is. I appreciate that. Dream Team 2, also Steve Smith, Reggie Miller, Dan Marley, Joe Dumars, the Dominique Wilkins, Coach Don Nelson, 1994. People in Toronto. Yeah, I'll try to find it. I like all of them players. I love all of them. Play a trumpet and you'll be good. What? Sam? What's Sam say? Here we go, Scotty. Run the play. Give it to Bobby Hansen. All right, I guess BJ will do. Oh, Bobby versus Danny. Two of the whitest names in existence. Look at Danny. Y'all, I'll tell you, Danny Ainge can play for my team anytime, anywhere. They're all games, YouTube 94, NBA FIFA. Y'all know if I can watch somebody else's YouTube video, but we'll try. I'll test it out and see if we can do. Love a good old Bulls game in Chicago Stadium. Oh, yeah. This was like, they was always nationally televised, too, back in the day, weren't they? Because of Michael Jordan, of course, right? I didn't have cable back in the day, so I got a lot of Bulls games. I guess you had WGN. You can watch all the Bulls and White Sox games, huh? Is that what it was? The WGN, right? Right. Bobby, a pretty common black name, too, at least down here in South. Yeah, you're right. Bobby Hansen. Damn it, Bobby. WGN. Yeah, I figured I remember that when I was little, or not a little, younger, elementary, junior high. Go to a friend's house, they had cable. They always had the Bulls or the White Sox on or something like that, WGN. I remember that. BJ Armstrong was a bucket too, at least jump shooting wise. I think BJ and Bobby, Iowa Hawkeyes legend. Yeah. The 90s, they were great players, but the flow of the game and ability of every player to shoot, dribble, drive is just not comparable to today's game. You're right, John. Like I said, the reason that they full court press sometimes is because you only had like one or two ball handlers for each side, you know? You can't, they wouldn't even think about pressing in today's game because everybody can handle it. Like I said, from Jokic down, from Şengün down, Wembanyama down. You got point centers nowadays. Everybody can handle that thing. These guys were so conditioned for their time. Yeah, they were. Because they ain't had no damn AC in these old ass buildings. You see all this sweat pouring down their face? Jordan head is drenched. What is this? We got plus minus. Scoring difference. Jordan, 4 points better. They started being on TV in the 90s. They barely was on in the 80s. Oh, yeah. Because they was riding the slopes in the 80s, if you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Don't worry about that. Johnny Red Kerr called the Bulls games. Oh, yeah, I remember that name. Cubs, not White Sox, too. All the White Sox weren't on WGN? I thought they were. My bad. I'm in my late 30s and grew up watching the Bulls on WGN. I wish that today's NBA could mix some of this play. I'm so sick of watching 90% threes. So, yeah. Just that everybody on the court could shoot it a little bit. Like back then, what you got? Check on the court right now. Well, you got two players that can consistently hit a three, BJ Armstrong and Danny Ainge, right? Nowadays, out of 10 players, you probably got seven or eight that can knock down the three. So everybody can shoot it when they're open, you know? It's a different game, different skills. But I get what you're saying. Cliff Livingston appearance. Oh, is that number 52? 53? Golly. Well, why is the shorts up so high? Got camel toe here. Porter. Yeah. Porter can hit the three. Yeah. Always love me some Terry Porter. WGN in New Orleans while growing up. I watched MJ dominate the NBA in the names. Oh, yeah. I think that's how most of the nation watched Jordan and the Bulls on WGN, if I had to guess. If I had to guess, other than when they was in the playoffs and the finals on TV every day. Yeah. Damn, Bill. Hand checking, too. Yeah, I've watched a lot of these 80s and 90s games. The hand checking, I mean, it's not really much difference than it is today. Like I said, the media and other outlets try to make it out to be like hand checking was huge. Like, they're not letting you do anything nowadays. Look, he can't even pivot right. He's calling travel, you know? The refs didn't allow anything to go. You touch somebody wrong is a foul. So hand checking is a little overblown also as I'm watching these games front to back, beginning to end. You know? It was just so much more positional back then. Now most players can do most things to a decent degree. Back then, it was rare to have somebody great at everything. That's why Jordan was, yeah. He was one of the few. I mean, not few, but there's probably like 30 or 40 players, you know, that could have a real well-rounded modern type game as our today's standards, you know. Oh, not even that many, probably 20. And they were probably the top tier all-stars. Jordan being at the top of all those. Hand checking was used watching Knicks and Pistons. I'm talking about in general. They make it seem like all the 80s and 90s. When you got to preface something or watch a specific team and their hand checking, then it wasn't that widespread. And also, I watched two Pistons games. One when they played the Lakers in the playoffs, and the other when they played the Bulls in the playoffs. So when I tell you that hand checking is not a big deal, it was not. Saw with my own eyes. Seen it. You can go back and watch the lives for yourself and prove me wrong if you want to, but you won't. Jordan will always be the GOAT. Oh, yeah. He's the GOAT to some, or GOAT to many. A GOAT to many. At the end of the day, it's all preference of what you like in a basketball player. And in the day, also, is regular people arguing about other people's accomplishments, which is kind of weird when you break it down, but that's what sports is. At 50, trust me, I've seen my share of games. I know, I understand that, but I watch these games every week, front to back. Done 2 Pistons game. Handchecking is not as big a deal as people try to make it out to be, honestly. It's not. Jordan broke the narrative that you needed a dominant center. Hell yeah, he did. It was all about the big man in this era, 80s, 90s. Look, they trying to post up right now. Ain't giving it to him. Danny Ainge kick it out, though. Damn, Clyde. Oh, we traveled. Call that. Go BJ, huh? You know that's going up. Huh. Well, BJ didn't care. He was pulling. He came off the bench pulling that thing, huh? Guys like Magic and Bird saved the NBA in the 80s. Jordan made it global. Kobe was a great follow-up to Jordan. Hell yeah, he was. But I think Iverson changed the culture more than Kobe, honestly. Hell yeah, he did. Him and Stephon Marbury, they brought the hip-hop to the NBA more pronounced than it already was. On that repeat, that would have been a foul. Is Robert Horry a better power forward all time than Charles Barkley because of Robert got 7 rings? No. No, because you got to look at that person's role and what they were with the team he won them with. Like Charles Barkley was, when he was in his prime, he was the leader of said team he was on. Robert Horry was never the number 1 option / leader of those 7 championship rings. So, no, Charles Barkley's still better all time. But I don't agree with the ring culture and how many rings makes you better than another player anyway. So, who's saying the Bulls didn't have a good center? I mean, if you consider Bill Cartwright a good center, I mean, you know, that's all preference. I will not give no Bill Cartwright slander. Except for his jump shot, because that thing is the ugliest jump shot I've ever seen in my life. But it was effective and got him to the NBA, so we out here. Exactly, so why LeBron not better than Jordan? I personally prefer LeBron over Jordan, by the way. Bulls were stacked. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. The thing about the Bulls and their system, they didn't really need a big man to post up and score. The triangle was built for their wings and stuff. Yeah, Jordan can't miss at this point. You know, the triangle was not, until Shaq came, the triangle was not made for just throw it down in the post and the guy goes to work and you live with a shot, a made shot or a miss. Triangle, you feed it in, people cut, backside movement, you know? That's how Chicago broke the mold. See, right now, they ain't even looking for nobody in the post. We got Jordan at the top. Clyde can't contest nobody, so Jordan gets to do whatever he wants when he drives. Drizzy, your analogy made absolutely no sense. What did Drizzy say? Exactly, so why LeBron not better than Jordan? Oh, we talking about rings or whatever? You have to remind me what we was talking about. The NBA was so slow and clunky. Yeah, it was just a different pace. Ugh. Different skill, different pace. But you get slower pace when you're rolling 2 7-footers that can't dribble, can't shoot out there, and they got to run from block to block. It's going to be a little slower. There was no stopping outside the 3-point line for them like there is today. 7-footers today are setting that pick and roll at the top of the key outside 3-point line and rolling to the rim, catching lobs. We ain't even seen a lob this game, you know? I don't even know if there was one. Yeah. Still no contest. Boy, Clyde didn't like contesting jumpers. He let Scotty get a free one. Mike hit another one. Right, the triangle's perfect for the Bulls. Yep. There was no predetermined shot in that triangle. Yep. They just made it seem like I'm watching a slideshow game. So yeah. I mean, it's a acquired taste, I should say, you know? It's an acquired taste. Did he do the shrug yet? Did we miss it? No. Oh no, he hit it on the 6th one, didn't he? Bill Laimbeer hit 6 3-pointers. What game was this? We didn't go watch that. Bill Laimbeer out here stroking them. God, at least where's Scotty at? He out there. Jordan was a killer. Damn, yeah, he is. He just threw a lob out of bounds. Yeah. A lob with a dunk on the end is what it meant. 20 or 12 for 18. 30 points. My man having that Luka Doncic first half. You know what I'm talking about? Ah, get my Luka plug in there. That's a Dallas Mavericks and a Lakers fan. Come on, Clyde. Golly, you got to get him in something. Boy, he ain't. Look, he turned it over. There goes Scotty. Here we go. Huh, huh. Ah, woo, yeah, get you some. Mama, there goes that man. Feel young. I like it. Lil Wayne said, shot look like Cartwright, shot ugly, but the arch right. He did say that. Golly, was that Clyde? No wonder they got blown out. They got their stars shooting like that. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Here's a shrug, baby. Iconic. Look at him. Cut to him. Cut to him. There it is. There it is. Boy, got them iron-on letters on. That's all. You see that glisten on them letters? That ain't nothing but iron-on material. Golly, that's what they was rocking back then. That's what they was rocking back then. Jordan was so good back in the day. People would ask who better, Scott or Jordan. Yeah. I bet there was a lot of debates that we don't know about going on in barbershops back in the day that weren't online because wasn't no online and social media back then, you know? So you don't think MJ's defensive prowess tips the scales? Just asking. I mean, I've watched a lot of Jordan games so far on the channel. They're all live in the live streams on playlist. His defense was a little overrated. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, it was made out more than it actually was. Not saying he was a bad defender. He was a great defender, but he did a lot of gambling and sometimes he missed and gave up open layups. But I mean, he made all defensive teams for a reason. Most of the time, he was a good defender. I'm putting my MJ jersey on today. That's what I'm talking about, Brandon. Rep who you like. Got back to watching AAU Drake. Brown, the greatest all-around basketball player we've seen in our lifetime. I agree with that. There's something that he does physically that you have never seen before or will again. But at the end of the day, who you like is mainly a preference. There's people out there that say, you know, Kobe's the GOAT or AI's the GOAT, or people, an old head might still say Bill Russell or Wilt's the GOAT. You know, it's all about preference. An emotion that a player makes you feel when you're growing up watching them, you know? Wemby might be better than Brown. Yeah, there's a lot of time to tell, but he sure is skilled. He sure is skilled. Skilled as hell. Honestly, Kobe is mine. See, yeah, there you go. I grew up watching Kobe too. I got them high as hell. Him and Iverson, 96. Boy, I was 13, 14 years old then. I'm telling you. Almost nothing will beat somebody you watch growing up because they're just so much of an emotional tie you got to them, you know? That's why I don't get mad at, you know, people saying Jordan the GOAT or somebody else is the GOAT. I mean, I can't argue with what another player, another dude made you feel, you know? What another dude made you feel in your body. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I said it weird for a reason. Hell yeah, I did. Current D-Book beating Jordan for real, though. I don't know. We're still waiting for some D-Book-led team success without a Chris Paul, without a KD, you know? We're still waiting on it. I got faith in him. I like Devin Booker. I like Devin Booker, you know? Except when he tried to agitate Luka and Luka put belt to ass. But, you know, other than that, we like Devin Booker. Throw D-Book in the 80s. Yeah, D-Book in the 80s would have been looking magical. He would have been like, he was the first team All-NBA his whole career with Mike, you know? He was that skilled. Bron is the GOAT of my GOAT of this era. MJ the GOAT without caveat. I feel ain't nothing wrong with that, John. Ain't nothing wrong with that, John. Not as fast because let me come 50 in the young heads, then tell me LeBron not. I'm telling you, like, imagine like 20 years from now, somebody's gonna have Anthony Edwards as their GOAT, you know, and there's gonna be people like us and older. They're gonna be like, you don't remember Jordan, you don't remember LeBron, you don't really remember Magic, you know. Everybody's era fades, you know? 20 years from now, somebody gonna say Anthony Edwards, the greatest of all time. Watch, I guarantee it. When you hear somebody say that, just remember you was watching this old guy on YouTube one time and he predicted this, you know? I'm 65, LeBron's better than Jordan, so that's a preference. I remember this game. Oh yeah, iconic game. MJ here, I got the guys in this era paid. Hell yeah, he did. They should have all been grateful. Jerome Kersey could have shot the mid-range, drove and got blocked. Golly. Thing is that. Paxson, back to Pippen. Back to Horace. Ugh. Miss. Pass it out to Terry Porter. Golly, y'all tripping. Y'all don't even see Terry over there. Golly. Wimby will get dunked on by Mike. Oh, yeah, Wimby's a shot blocker. He's trying to block everything. He's going to get dunked on many a time. Is LeBron better than Bird? Yes, he is. I love watching Ant to see how his end career. I hope we can say that, yeah? Tell you, he's on a good path. But I'm just saying, these kids, right, like these 10-year-old, 12, 13, 15-year-old kids, like my son loves him some KD and Amen Thompson, Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham, he's going to be up there. 20 years from now, somebody somewhere is going to say Cade Cunningham is the greatest of all time. All because how he felt for him as a teenager. How he loved cheering for him and stuff like that, you know? I wonder what was the point spread on this game. I don't know if they did that back then, did they? Was Vegas involved in point spreads back then? Probably. They just wasn't public at this time, huh? Like Jordan Steele hitting. I've watched a lot of MJ games, and I do think, although his handle might be a little loose, he would still be top 3 player today, and now put that in perspective with 80. Yeah, no doubt. His mentality would get him there. Hell yeah, because he would instantly come in and be like automatic in mid-range, you know? Not to mention pick and rolls and hunting mismatches like they do nowadays. Oh, yeah. Jordan was one of the greatest one-on-one players of all time. That's pretty much all the game is today. Cade got that Julius throw. Oh, yeah. Cade's going to be a hell of a player. From the Dallas-Fort Worth area originally. That's where I'm from. You think LeBron's better than MJ? Ain't nothing wrong with that. D-Book the GOAT. I'm a Glazed son till I die. Ain't nothing wrong with that NIV. That's another thing. If you grew up around the area and you grew up watching a certain team, certain player, that puts it into perspective too. Like I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan. I grew up in Dallas and the Lakers because my family's from LA, half of them. So for me, it was Lakers Mavericks my whole time I was growing up. So naturally, Dirk's up there with me. It might not be up there with other people, but Dirk's up there in the one of my GOATs of all time, you know, greatest of all time. What that breaks down to, because Kareem gets disrespected as time goes on. Even though he won chips all 4 years in high school, all 4 years in college, and 2 different teams in the NBA as the main player on those squads. That is a good point, John. Kareem has every right to be in the GOAT conversation, but people seldom put it in there. You know why? Because he played so long ago. Would you say Dirk over KG? Who? 2 of my favorite players of all time. But from what I just said about growing up watching the player, being with him his whole career, yes, I would take Dirk over KG. But that's just because I grew up watching him. Dirk came in the league when I was, Dirk came in 98? I was 16, yeah. I was with him his whole 20 years. Joker's better than Dirk. I mean, I ain't putting too many people above Dirk until they do what Dirk did in 2011, no? You know? I know it wasn't just Dirk, but I know you take Dirk off that team, they ain't doing what they did. Larry Bird beats LeBron in career averages for rebounds per game, free throw percentage, 3-point percentage, steals per game, and block per game. But you know what Larry Bird does not beat LeBron in? Vince. The eye test. Because I can look at LeBron and what he's done, his best highlights of his career, all of them. And you could take Larry Bird's all his highlights of his career, put them side by side, and I'll say LeBron's a better basketball player. I believe in the eye test, not stats, not accomplishments, not award that people that don't even play basketball vote on. Like how are we still doing that for MVP voting? I don't know. Should be like coaches and players for that. That's another story for another day. But I believe in the eye test. It tells me who is better than who. 2011 Mavericks were stacked. I mean, yeah, they had a lot of journeymen, but they brought it together with some good coaching at the right time. Yeah, they did. Duncan or Jokic? I'm going with Duncan. Duncan wasn't flashy, but he got it done every step of the way, you know? Now I'm a Mavs fan and a Lakers fan who don't necessarily like the Spurs. Dream or Joker? Akeem the Dream, you know? Once again, Hakeem was damn near the best player on both sides of the court every time he played. Couldn't guard him, and you couldn't get past him on defense. So that's Hakeem all day. Joker's team at 23 wasn't stacked. No, it wasn't, but they did face a 8 seed Miami Heat. That was kind of weird. Can I get your all-time starting squad? My all-time starting squad. I love doing this every stream, and I don't mind it. At the point, we got Magic Johnson. At the 2, we got Michael Jordan. At the 3, we got LeBron James. At the 4, we got Tim Duncan. And at the 5, we got Wilt Chamberlain. I think, no, I said Hakeem. I'm tripping. See? I say it so many times, I'd still be forgetting. Hakeem at the center. I agree with the final 23 was due to, yeah. I wouldn't say due to, it's just one of them unfortunate things where injuries took, injuries took Giannis out, and then, who else? I mean, all credit to Jimmy Butler, but some things fell his way for them to get to the finals, you know? Dirk swept Kobe in 2011. Oh, yeah, you ain't got to remind me of that. Don't even need the eye test. LeBron's versus nearly every statistical category. Yeah. But devil's advocate would suggest those are longevity stats, but at the same time, 2018 LeBron is probably the best basketball player on both sides of the ball we've ever seen. Not to mention 2014 LeBron, where he probably should have won Defensive Player of the Year. But we'll cross them bridges when we watch more LeBron. We ain't even got to LeBron games yet. We watched one, and that was game 2 of the 2011 NBA Finals. We'll watch more LeBron so we can see in person, watch full games. I don't think you get the taste. I was about to say, I don't think you get the taste of a player, but we ain't doing that around here. I don't think you get the true test of how good a player was unless you watch one of their games front to back, both sides of the ball, in continuity. Why Magic over Steph? Just the leadership and how he ran a team in big moments. I mean, you got to think back. Magic came in as a rookie, and when Kareem was hurt in Game 6, he started at center, scored 40 points, and they won the championship as a rookie. That's how good Magic was instantly. And then he won what? How many? 4 championships in the 80s? 4 or 5? Survive? The run Heat versus Celtics was insane. I'm telling you. People forget. LeBron been playing so long that we forget how good he was 10 years ago, you know? Or even 15 years ago when he was 10 years in. People forget. People forget. They always want to criticize him like this is his prime, but it's not. LeBron is Magic, Jordan, Scottie, all in the same player. Yeah, that's true. That's a great starting 5. Appreciate it. I'm reminding them. Got to. Don't need Magic if you got LeBron. Oh, that's true. That is a little roster construction for you, but I feel you there. Shit, 20 years ago. You right? Shit, 20 years ago was 05. That was right when he was ascending and almost to where he did that thing against the Pistons in 07. Almost. 27 straight points. Or was it 25 straight points, 27 in the corner? Something like that. LeBron is mentally weak. Nope, I always push back on that. You can't be on the cover of Sports Illustrated as a junior in high school and then accomplish what he has accomplished since then without being mentally strong. You don't. With the world in your fingertips as a junior in high school and still be all that you were supposed to be, you're mentally strong if that happens. You're mentally weak when that doesn't happen and you flame out in college or first couple years because the pressure got to you, you know? Carrying the hell out of that. Sorry, Cavs team, man. That 07 game. I might have to go back and watch that soon, you know? 07 playoffs, that was game 7 too, wasn't it? Golly. That boy was turned Super Saiyan from anime fans out there, you know? Why did I think there was actual commentary? It's kind of actual commentary, almost. We're just halfway paying attention to the game because it's a blowout. We already saw the shrug. LeBron came out the trenches. Mike grew up a country boy. We ain't going to downplay what Mike had to go through, you know? But yes, LeBron came from a rough upbringing with no father and one single parent home, you know? But yeah, LeBron is far from mentally weak. Man's a good father, good husband, kid successful. No, what's the word I'm looking for? No controversy, no scandals. 23 years straight, nothing. That is not a mentally weak person. I remember these great series. Oh, yeah, Kevin. Overall, LeBron's mentally weak. That's why he ran to Miami. What do you mean he isn't mentally fragile? I mean, he's not. He went to Miami because he got tired of Cleveland not giving him any help. Who was the best person Cleveland gave him that first go around? Name him. Grant with the block. Oh, yeah. Oh, Horace. He was good. Verticals. That's 42-inch verticals. That's 42-inch verticals there. LeBron made that for was deserving though, like why? Because he don't give a damn what other people think, really. That's why. Once you get older, up in these 40s and 50 years, you realize that other people's opinions just don't matter. So you do what you want. To name the best player that the Cavs front office gave LeBron before he left to Miami, like brought in free agent wise to help him try to get over the hump. That's what I mean. Because Dingleberry said LeBron's weak. That's why he ran to Miami. I don't think that's weak. I think that's upgrading your work situation, If you're the best at one company and then another company is better and they're going to give you a raise and better people to work with, why would you stay at the other company you're struggling at, I know that's a general type analogy, but that's how it is. It's these players' jobs. That's us that's looking at it objectively like he should have. It's the struggle is worth it. Absolutely, it is not. Have you ever played on a bad team that just can't get over the hump? Or a team where you got to do everything? That shit is exhausting. I just realized Danny Ainge went to the NBA Finals for 3 different times. Oh, yeah. Celtics, Blazers, Suns. And he was all over Jordan and all of them. Well, he wasn't in the finals against Jordan at the Celtics, but he never backed down from Jordan. Remember that narrative, like people were scared of Jordan? Like, I don't know. People should have been scared of Shaq because they get hit in the mouth by the elbow. But Jordan, nah. I mean, he'd get buckets over you, but people were putting fingers in Jordan's face and pushing him back. Glenn Rice, Rex Chapman, Danny Ainge, Steve Kerr had to say something to him in practice for Jordan to punch him, People weren't scared of Jordan. Black Jesus, it's true. On the basketball court, had a team with 2 Hall of Famers. Look, they were not Hall of Famers at the time. They were just good players, but still, look how he acts with the press, literally going to fight over his son being called trash. Yeah, if somebody call my son a name, I don't care what it is, they can call him Big Head. Only I can call my son Big Head, and I'm going to have words for you. You know what I'm saying about? As a father, I'm glad he did that because we ain't about to talk about my kids any kind of way on your job. And that's point blank. So I agree wholeheartedly with him getting in Stephen A's face about him talking about Bronny. I don't care. That's just a dad standing on business. That wasn't LeBron James. That was dad right there. Jordan should do something to stop crime in Chicago. I mean, it's getting kind of better. I mean, they're trying out there. How many finals did MJ lose, Drizzy Drake? No, we ain't doing all that. I mean, y'all can do it if you want to. It's good debate, but it's the same old debate. Jordan didn't win until he got another top player in the league. It's true. Like everybody had top players that won, except for Jokic and Dirk. They didn't have no All-Stars when they won. Oh wait, Dirk had was Jason Kidd All-Star when he won? Jordan looked just like his daddy too, didn't he? R.I.P. R.I.P. Mr. Jordan. Except for John Morant one-on-one. Who went in chat? I got Steph. Got Steph person. Jordan's multiple defense player of the year. Jordan only won 1. And that 1 was rumored because they cooked the books for him at home. Gave him more steals. But anyway. I think LeBron a better floor raiser, but Jordan could put you over the top more easily if you have good infrastructure. Also, coaching. Is it because Jordan always had Phil Jackson? How many rings does LeBron win with Phil Jackson? Or was it Jordan and Kobe, for that matter, that made Phil Jackson a good coach? All valid question. Who did LeBron win with? Tyronn Lue. Who he had before that? David Blatt. Spoelstra. He got Spoelstra a 2 championship. The Spoelstra have Spoelstra. Has any coaches that LeBron won without LeBron? That's the question. You know, coaching matters also. Who taking the last shot, Jordan or LeBron? Oh, if we're going purely stats, LeBron has always been statistically better, 5 seconds or less to take the lead or tie. But Jordan could create a shot more easily, so I would take Jordan. Should LeBron really retire in Cleveland? I think so. I'm taking Mike. Yeah, I'm taking Mike too. Just like even now, Luka and LeBron, I'm taking Luka. I'm taking Austin Reeves before LeBron. I mean, being a shooter is gives you a head up last shot wise. But also, LeBron took multiple last shots in Miami, like that game 7 versus the Spurs. People forget he hit a couple key jumpers there in the end. And that game 6 before Ray Allen hit the jumper to tie it. LeBron closed the gap with 2 jumpers, you know? So this LeBron and clutch thing is false also. Kareem is the GOAT. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He got a very good. Who is this brother? 21. We're getting. Oh, that's Stacey King. Speak of the devil. Oh, they putting bench warmers. Oh, let's see what kind of bench warmers we had over here. Jordan's still out there, though. Yeah, Cliff Robinson. Oh, yeah, I love me some Cliff Robinson. He was almost like a KD before KD, you know? A tall, gangly, athletic, small forward. You heard Jordan fighting reporters when they made a big deal about him gambling in the 93 playoffs. I heard a lot of things back in the day, but I don't know. I wouldn't doubt it. He fighting his own teammates. Why would he like fight reporters, you know? If Ron had all he had to worry about was scoring and not having to lead his team and all other carries, points, assists, rebounds to be able to compete, he would average 35 easily. Yeah, that's true. People forget LeBron was a pass-first player, always has been, and he is an all-time leading scorer in the NBA. Think about that. LeBron didn't score a point in the fourth quarter, is the man. I mean, in game 1, game 2, he did. Because I watched him. They when the Mavs won and Dirk hit the final shot, LeBron definitely scored in the fourth quarter because he got to the line and hit 2 free throws. Also, I broke it down, and D Wade had the hot hand. He had 36 that game. LeBron ended up having like 19 or 20, but D Wade was taking most of the shots down the stretch. He just happened to get cold, and then other people take it. I broke it down. Just go back and watch. You know, we're gonna go back and watch all the games in that series that the Heat lost, and we're gonna see how much blame LeBron really needs. Like everybody says that Jason Terry or JJ Barea shut LeBron down. Like JJ Barea did not guard LeBron not one time that game too. So we're gonna have to check these other games to see that all this narrative that people have been talking over the years is actually true. LeBron played 523 seasons. He is the leading turnovers too. Hell yeah, he did. Nobody ever had to do more with the ball than him. A great coach wouldn't bend for LeBron. I don't think coaches ask. I don't think LeBron asks coaches to bend. He just wants them to be competent and smarter than he is. Because LeBron ain't no doubt about his basketball IQ. I'm an old schooler, and as Howard, my generation, was a star player going jumping ship to another star's team, I would feel differently if Bron would have recruited Wade or Bosh Cleveland. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, everybody has a different feeling on how they want these players to act. But at the end of the day, these players don't want to struggle in what they do. It's the fans that have the narrative like they should overcome all odds and put it all on their own shoulders. And look at Damian Lillard. Like, that's what he's been trying to do in Portland. And he finally went to Milwaukee, you know? Like, it's all well and good until you get to 35 and you ain't got nothing to show for it. Then what? And then you're in the he never won a ring category with Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing, you know? So, players have seen both ways. Probably got tired of losing in Philadelphia. Yeah. Jordan might be leading the league in points for years, but he also led in shot attempts, misses those seasons. If you're shooting the ball the most, you should be after the most. That is true. That is true. Chat 1v1. Who's the GOAT? Kel said Iverson. I agree. Couldn't nobody hold Iverson. Jordan couldn't hold Iverson. Who else he going? Kobe couldn't hold Iverson. Who else he going against? Gary Payton couldn't hold Iverson. Like nobody. All the great defenders of all time could not hold Iverson. One-on-one, Iverson's the GOAT. I don't care what you say. I'll die on that hill. I'll fight. I'll fight somebody on that hill. Not really, though, because it ain't worth fighting over somebody else's accomplishment. Charles should have left the Suns long before he did. Yeah, that's true. But you see what I'm saying, though? Like, fans want people not to jump ship and go to more self-serving situations. They want them to stay in one city and struggle and hope the front office gets you a free agent or two or something like that. I'm all for bettering your situation and do what you want to accomplish, what you want to accomplish, you know? I'm all for it. A lot of NBA players, Beasley is a beast at 1v1. Yeah, I've heard that. I don't doubt it either. You heard Michael Beasley talk about it? They say it's skill, but it's really just knowledge of the game and angles, which is true. That's what I try to teach my son when we go to the gym and work out. Nobody could stand in front of him. So not one person. Skill-wise, Kobe is better than Jordan. Jordan 2.0. Oh, hey, that's debatable. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Kobe basically got all his moves from Jordan. But I guess the master or the student outshines the master, outshines the team. Well, you know what the hell they be saying over there in Confucius land. You know what they be saying. Sometimes, damn, 166. Then we still in here watching it. Y'all are dedicated. Hey, Bobby Hansen. Hey, let's get us some Bobby Hansen view right quick. Bobby Hansen's in the game. Shh. Shh. Bobby Hansen's in the game. I was on Bobby Buck Williams. Whispering to the ref. What you say? Not gonna lie. What's your opinion on DeMar DeRozan? I think he's he's right below that superstar level. Like he's good, real good, but you can't win a championship with him as your one or two option. That just shows you can't. In Toronto, he showed it. San Antonio, and now he's on the journeyman track. You know, he's good. He's just not superstar level good. Just evolved all his moves. Yeah, he did. Just improved upon them. Jordan was loud in his greatness. Hold on. We scrolling. Jordan was loud in his greatness. Bron gets hated for overachieving his. Jordan played in the big dominant era where he was only 6'6" two-way volume shooting guard with the best coach at the triangle. Yeah. It's true. LeBron's playing in the most skilled era. We got arguably the best scorer, Kevin Durant, arguably the best point guard ever and best shooter, Steph Curry. Oh, yeah, they were on the same team for two of those finals runs. Yeah, they teamed up because LeBron beat the greatest shooter ever after they won 73 games. And probably would have beat him the year before if he didn't lose Kyrie and Kevin Love. But, you know, the injuries, I hate them. They make us debate and what else. Look at Horace having a good time. Look at him. Toronto DeRozan was a superstar. Yeah, he was up there, but there's a reason they traded for Kawhi. There's a reason that they traded him for Kawhi. And then they instantly won a championship. Bro never averaged over 25. Yeah, it ain't even about average. I don't think Kawhi ever averaged over 25, but Kawhi's a superstar, you know? They're part of the game. Injuries happen. Yeah, I wish there was like an injuries on and off switch in real life. Like, I don't want no injuries. Come playoff time, just let the best teams play. I love him, but he's just not that. Yeah, I agree. A superstar is where you take your team to the cusp of a championship, honestly. You can be an all-star, perennial all-star, all that stuff, but superstars, they lead you to conference finals. They get over the hump, get you in the finals, win you a game or two in the finals. May lose the finals, may not get that ring, but superstars give you a chance, you know? First time in I just described, bro. Great job, and I hate to bounce, but I almost made it to the end. Keep going. Oh, appreciate it, John. Appreciate you. We do this 3 times a week so far. Got responsibilities to get back to tomorrow, you know, work, kids, all that. Kawhi is an insane defender, though, yeah? He's also a superstar. Oh! Who is this little man? Is that Albert Chaney? Who is this? That's the only number 14 I know in the history of the NBA. Albert Chaney. No way that's Albert Chaney, right? Or who is that? Who's that little man coming through the... Give him the ball. Shoot it. Who the hell was that? They wanted LeBron to rot away in Cleveland until Kyrie got there. Yeah, they did. They wanted him to struggle. Ooh, Robert Pack. I forgot about Robert Pack. Golly. Little bundle of athleticism, huh? Jesus Christ. Jesus. Oh, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new here. Appreciate you, John, on the way out. Reminding me, I'll be forgetting too. I just be in here talking basketball. I'll forget I'll be streaming sometime. I'll just be reading, chat, and responding. I'm watching Bobby Hansen. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody give me a Bobby Hansen jersey. The defense they are playing is laughable. Yeah, at this point, yeah, it is. But Jordan came out hot. I'll tell you what, of all these games I've watched so far, of all of them, I've watched 80s, 90s, 2000s. The best defense that was played on both sides was 2011 Heat versus Mavs. Boy, I had to rewind a couple of defensive possessions when I was watching them. They was flying around. Closeouts, rotations, backside help, getting hands on balls. Wait, what? Why say it like that? They was everywhere. It was so fast, too. Golly. You got Wade and Braun flying around. You got Sean Marion, Deshaun Stevenson flying around. I mean, it was a joy to watch. We're going to go watch them. We're going to watch another one of them games next week. Yeah, we are. Man, that's a real throwback Bobby Hansen. Hell yeah, it is. How would you build a perfect team around Iverson? We got to have Iverson at the 2, right? We got to have a pass first point guard. So all time, we got Magic, you know, because he got size and passing. At the 3, we got to have another floor spacer. So we got Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's fine with just standing outside shooting threes, you know. At the 4, we got Tim Duncan, you know. He might erase some of that. Because, you know, Iverson, he was quick, but he wasn't the best defender, and he was small. So we got Tim Duncan down there being an eraser for him, shot blocker. And then for center, you kind of need some more spacing because you got Tim Duncan down there. So I would go Wemby. Ooh, Wemby, Tim, KD, Iverson, and Magic. That's Iverson's best lineup all time. That's Iverson's best lineup. To make him, Iverson gets 9 rings with that lineup. That's exaggeration, but he gets at least 2, you know? Danny Ainge, with the scoop of do. Oh, golly. Give it back to Robert Pack. Where's Robert Pack at? There he is. Golly, how tall was he? 5'8"? He came through the lane jamming on people. Why is Jordan still in the game? Huh? They what? The 40? Look, Danny Ainge balling. He don't care what the score is. He gonna play us hard. Play hard as hell. What's going on, Ivan? How you doing? Sounds brutal. Yeah. That team there, that'd be formidable for Iverson. All you want Iverson to do is penetrate and finish, or dish to Tim Duncan, or dish to KD on the outside, you know? There is so I mean, it was different. It all kind of Miller, genuine jab, genuine moments. There go Magic as a rookie, winning in 1980. Marv Levy. He just decided that I don't know basketball, judging me on my profile picture, so everything I say is just what? Oh, y'all talking about y'all going back and forth on Jordan Bond? It's all good. It's all good. We keep it friendly in here. Friendly say, oh, they only down 30. We're to shoot threes. You get look at them still feeding the post. Still feeding the post. They don't care. They down 30. We're gonna feed that damn post to Kevin Duckworth. Like, what are we doing? Run double screen for Danny Ainge. Let him come and jack that thing up every time down the court. We posting up Kevin Duckworth down 30. Come on, man. I watched a whole bunch of tall substitute teachers catch and stand there with the ball till Jordan runs around and gets. Robert Pack ain't no tall substitute. Kevin Duckworth. Put some respect on his name, Ned. Shit. My bad, Mr. Duckworth. Maybe you're the leader to bring them back down 28. 2 points at a time, you know? 2 points at a time. Huh? Let's go. Hook. Golly, travel first. They call it foul, though. I graduated high school this year. Oh, yeah. 92. I graduated high school in 01. Who we got coming in now? Boy, we got double knee braces. Cooper. I have no idea who that is. Damn. Kevin Duckworth just got buckets. You take him out. Rick Adelman. Don't keep balling. Look, Jordan's still in the game with nothing but bench warmers. Like, why is Jordan still in there? Why is he in there? Why is the best player on the planet at the time in the game up 31 in the fourth quarter? And not one other starter is out there. Why? Can you tell me that? Somebody ask Phil Jackson. Somebody go back in time or get Phil on social media or something and ask him why Jordan was in the game at this point in time. Why? The only starter. Hey, young, I fuck with you, sub man. Tune in, but I can't watch that shit. That's all good, Drizzy. Yeah, we just chilling at this point. We just got this. This is even worse because of the bench players. And Danny Ainge. They should be running plays for Danny Ainge. Oh, Robert Pack. Look, spin. Get your ass up. Get that bullshit out of here. Foul on BJ. Get Jordan out the game. Jordan's contribution. Yeah, he's still contributing. 34% of points. 11% of assists. There you go, Robert. There you go, Danny. Shoot that. Oh, God, at least you got, who is this on you? Stacey King? Who is this? Yeah, right around them. Thank you. Oh, Danny. See, Danny should be shooting it every time they come down. Why is Jordan still in there? Boy, they tripping. 35 of Bill's 66 points, 4 assists, 65%. He didn't even have to put 4 assists in there. Like, why are we putting that in there? Ain't nothing around. Oh! What I'm talking about? Who's this brother? Aldo Mondi. He went to Duke. I do hate when all these unks talk about how they play no defense today, but all they did back then was stand around and foul. Yeah, they called a lot of stuff. There go Jordan. He missed it though. Oh, he called travel. Golly. They call everything, even up 30. Old man Cliff. Love me some Cliff Robinson. Damn, Jerome. You in there with the oh, Jerome ain't out there no more. Danny Ainge, Yaga. Bounce, get the bounce. Robert Pack, and they're battling. They ain't no foul. Let them go. Yeah. Game ain't never gonna be over. Who is this brother? Is that Will Purdue? Is that who that is? Young Will Purdue? Boy, he ain't got no kind of accessories. I tell you what, he ain't got no. Jesus Christ. Now what we got? Boy, they still calling fouls. They got to make their quota, I guess. Man, love to be here, but this shit getting unwatched. I feel you. Will Purdue get the board? Outlets. Bobby Hansen, give it back. Bobby. Oh, you got to shoot that, Bobby. Golly. Oh, here we go. Oh, God. All right. All right. How was it? What, an hour and 19? Yeah. We're going to go and get out of here for today. It's nap time. It's 1:42, my time. Yaga. Danny Ainge is out the game. Bobby Hansen. Do we stay for Bobby Hansen? Nah, we got to go. Hey, appreciate y'all chilling. Like I said, we'll be back Monday with a brand new game. Brand new commentary. We got shorts on the way. Subscribe, hit the bell. Don't forget to like before you get out of here. Remember Kiki Vandeweghe. Oh, I sure do. That's when team scored over 100 and gave out free nachos. Terrible. All right, y'all. I'm going to end y'all suffering. After Will Purdue hits this Yaga, you love to see it. That's our last will and testament. We'll see you next time. Monday. Subscribe, like. I'll holler at you next time. Peace. How you work this?